So I'm just going to go in, and I am now nervous. Very nervous. A lot can go wrong here. He should be fine, but this is the test of how fine we are, or are not. Speaking of Reaper, I see him. That is a Fear Reaper. That's another annoying one. Do I have... Okay, Larry, please. Oh!
The stout iron lock on this door
Step away from the
looks
door.
as though it would be impossible to pick. The iron lock creaks as it opens.
Oh, immediately. Plague Reaper. Fuck. Welcome back to Dungeons and Dragons Online. I want to do something a bit different today. We're still on the B side, technically speaking. But I wanted to go back a few levels and hit the Feywild, since I missed it. What this means, though, is I'm dragging out the old characters from the Symphony of the Feywild event to go back and explore it. I think it's... Thinking about it now, I think it's rather appropriate. So the two characters I'll be using today took part in that event and perished, unfortunately. So this is the redemption arc. But first, the Feywild itself, not the Symphony, starts at level 5. So let's go ahead and take our level. So starting with our druid. Where is Druid Trainer? Druid Trainer. Going to advance as a Druid. I think every few levels I'll do Barbarian. There we go. It's not much, but I was expecting more out of that at level, but that's just fine. Let's see, our pet here, Murray, levels up. Very nice. And then back in the tavern, I do believe we get one more spell slot. Yes, for both level 1 and 2. So level 2, I will take... Alright, let's go ahead and try out Flame Blade for a bit. And level 1, let's go ahead and take our takedown attack. Now, takedown will cost spell points, but it is a firm upgrade to Trip as an attack. Flame Blade I'll go ahead and place on the hotbar. I believe we should be able to cast it here in the tavern. Alright. So, if I check our inventory, it's summoned here. 7.48. Could be better. Whereas the dedicated Curse Spewing Scimitar is actually much better. Alright, so then Flame Blade, let's go ahead and replace that. Because that would be good against like oozes. But let's go ahead and replace that with just a... I'm going to replace that with Cure Wounds. That level up is done. Now to switch characters and level up the Artificer. Artificer. Level 2 spell. What am I taking? Say Repair Moderate. Alright, with our level ups concluded, I'm going to go ahead and do our daily roll. Figures. Yeah, still bumped it up a considerable tiny chunk. At the moment, Fables of Feywild can be acquired in the DDO Store for 2,495 DDO Points. I don't quite know what that equates to in real world money, but it is a good chunk. To access Feywild, you'll want to find the Hut from Beyond, this oddly placed little cottage out here in Stormreach Harbor, on the northern wall down here. You go up to the door. You're going to want to select Enter the Hut from Beyond, Feywild and Isle of Dread. The option down here is for the quest Housekeeping, which is part of a chain we've already done. And then once you're inside, you get a bunch more options during the Symphony of the Fey event. Over here to the right, this is where you could access the two patrons of said event. Back in here though, our portal that we're after is this one right here. This will also brings up a quest that we've already done. Alright, let's head inside. Hermia, a messenger. The owl's eyes narrow as you approach, and her beak moves into something that somehow resembles a grin. You must be wondering, in all your wanton wandering, what you may learn the where and the why. The when is quite easy enough, the when is now. Likewise, the where is here, and the why is buried in your ear like a worm inside an apple. Wait, what? The owl squawks in disapproval. Perhaps I was wrong. Rather than tucked inside your ear, it would seem that you are the worm, and the Feywild, the apple. I maintain that the why is still burrowed somewhere. Perhaps we can both find it. The prince will want to know if a worm has squirmed into his apple. Well then, Bug, will you follow? Show me to the prince then.
Off we go into Harrison's fruit bowl. Harrison will want to meet you. A green worm for you, my prince.
Hey, talking time. Ah, a newcomer, and not from these parts, I judge. Come, join our revels. The day is fine, and so is the music. Lift a glass and dance. Where am I? You are in the Wynwood, and not a place renowned in song or store, I'm afraid, but it's pleasant enough. Lord Arden claims to rule in the name of the Summer Court. His hall is just down the road. From your confused expression, I can see this all means nothing to you. Perhaps you fell from further afield? Let me be more general. You have come to the Feywild, a shining jewel among the infinite dark sands of the plains. Though it's not what it used to be, in my opinion. Who are you? My name is Hirson, a wandering bard, a seasoned traveler, and a friend to all, well, to most. I have other titles as well, Prince of Satyrs, Father of Song, and one of the Archfey. Or is it Archfey? I've been part of the Feywild from its earliest, wildest days. Before the Eladrin came, before the Summer Court, before Titania became a queen, before palaces and princes. I sang the first song, drank the first draught, and danced the first dance. But you need not stand on ceremony. Call me Harrison, and join in my revels. Revels? Is it a special occasion? Ooh. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Special occasion? Indeed it is. Today is fine, there's plenty of wine, and you are here, so come join our revels. Slash ants. There are two songs playing over each other simultaneously. Anyway, the one he's playing, if you can hear it, is what you'd hear during the Symphony of the Feywild event. I swear this used to be brighter. Hey, a moot. Oh.
You spot a bent figure in the distance. The hag gives a surprised laugh, then scuttles off.
Strange. She just disappeared. Alright, well, to get to where we're going, we're gonna probably just want to follow this road. A road of flowers. We're going fast enough to not notice encounters. Isn't that fun? Anyway, yeah, if you can hear the music change like that, you're probably in an encounter.
This soaring structure is Wynwood Hall, the home of Lord Arden and the local center of the summer court.
Yeah. Alright, this will be our mission hub for this adventure series, for this expansion. Get your trainers here, up here, I think. Right here you got a bunch of quest givers, and then in the back is your pub. Somewhere around should be, if I find them on the tiny map. Oof. Yeah, cleric or somebody to talk to revive yourself. Yeah, the spirit binder here. Navratna. Yes. Alright, so now we're bound to this unicorn right here. So if we die, we appear here. And this time we don't have to worry about permadeath. quote unquote, or for real. Granted, that was more like a soft permadeath thing, Symphony of the Wild. You can still play your character afterwards, it just wouldn't count for the hardcore part of the event. Anyway, I think there's 2 tiers of quests, so 2 like acts, so to speak. Looks like the one down here is first act, up here's second act. General vendor, your patron for the favor, and your way out, Agal the Wanderer. Of course, if you need a hireling, you got a dude right here that can help you out there. Alright, so I think I'm going to do what I usually do for these, and that's try and do them in order. Which means I'm going to be running back and forth a lot, but cut that out, I think. Alright, Gale Festival, Lord Arden. I'll be right back, folks. Alright, I have returned. Alright, we're talking with Windsor Gruff. Oh, an endless party in a cottage. How beautiful. Where is that in relation to us? Oh, not that far. Alright, let's head over there. Yeah. This is real big for our cottage. Alright, so
The party here is in full swing, and Cascading Springs Cottage is clearly the worse for wear for it. A harried housemaid waits on the raucous satyrs.
here for the revels? You'll have to serve yourself, I'm afraid. These satyrs are running me ragged, making such a mess, not to mention bringing in all those awful, awful creatures that leave footprints everywhere. Oh, if only poor Lord Arden were here. I know he'd put things right. As it is, those unruly satyrs are taking terrible advantage of the deal. What deal? Just before Lord Arden went to sleep, he told Hirsam that his followers could use Cascading Springs Cottage until the revels have ended. Well, those satyrs have been reveling for weeks and weeks and show no signs of stopping, ever. They're making such a mess, and there are red caps in the cupboards, and we're all out of those cakes, and they keep me so busy, and I don't have time to go to the baker, and hang in there, maybe I can find a loophole.
The maid tells you why the satyrs refuse to leave. Lord Arden promised them that they could stay at Cascading Springs Cottage until their revels were over. And the satyrs have no intention of ending their party.
Cool. Alright, so usually when I'm running this, I'm not the one running this, so this will be new for me. Why do I hear a Why do I hear what I think I hear? Because I do hear what I think I hear. Gosh darn it. Displacer Beast, that's what it's called. Okay. God, huh? Here now, I said I wouldn't do it again, and I won't. I can't waste any more time on the Satyr's favorite party trick. I've got to stow these magic seeds before one of the railroads finds them. Magic seeds? Not hardly. These seeds are slakeweed. Grows like wildfire, it does. I had only just got the nasty stuff ripped out of the conservatory and all the seeds neatly stowed when these satyrs showed up and demanded I do party tricks for them. Now all I can think about is them seeds getting strewn about. It'd take weeks to clear them out again. I can feel my back aching already.
The gardener says he left some magic seeds inside the conservatory. Seeds that instantly grow into giant, sprawling weeds.
Alright, might come back here. Before you ask, we're all out of pretzels. If you want pretzels, bake them yourself. I'm doing the best I can, what with the house full of guests and Lord Arden gone, poor thing. Oh, and we're all out of spring water as well. Not that anyone at this party drinks water. Lord Arden locked up the spring house before he left. Not that I blame him, poor thing, but he didn't tell me where he put the key. Why did he lock it up? The spring house is where we keep what food Lord Arden called the it's where we keep what Lord Arden called the flash boom powder. For the fireworks, you know. Lord Arden did love fireworks on that evening, but he didn't want the satyrs to get their hands on it. Can you imagine having to put up with the satyrs setting off fireworks nonstop, along with the drunken singing and the shocking lack of personal hygiene? Any road, Lord Arden hid the key and didn't tell a soul where he'd put it, and now he's trapped in a magical slumber, and I'm all out of clean spring water. Yeah,
The cook tells
very
you that
sensible.
Lord Arden hid the key to the spring house. That way the satyrs wouldn't find his flash boom powder. She has no idea where the key is now.
Alright. This is more of an investigative adventure.
A satyr calls to you as you enter the courtyard.
Hello there. Welcome to our revels. There's food in the kitchen and drink, well, everywhere, including the floor, I see. Make yourself at home, and don't forget to pour one out for our dear host, to Lord Arden. May his slumbers be peaceful.
Oh? Oh. That is thunder and lightning outside.
It's surprising to find a large, well-stocked library in a house given over to an endless party. It's even more surprising to find a sphinx sitting in the middle of it.
Oh, balls. Welcome to the library. Please let me know if I can help, unless you're here for the revels, in which case I must ask you not to spill ale on the books. It makes the pages stick together. Yes, well, I can't say the books get much use. Indeed, Lord Arden won this library in a dice game from my former master, an Arcana Loth. And since I owed the Arcana Loth a debt, Lord Arden got me along with the books. Lord Arden is not much of a reader, but at least he left me in peace. The revelers have a different story. Fortunately, I have been able to persuade them to stay out. More questions. Answering questions is why I'm here. How can I help? Help me in the party. I need to find a loophole.
The librarian tells you that you could end the party if you could somehow make it so that Cascading Springs Cottage was no longer Cascading Springs Cottage. Then Lord Arden's deal with the satyrs would no longer apply.
I'm not doing that. Alright, where was the entrance? Down there. Something's here in the middle. I'll come back. Oh, good. Ow. Alright, where am I? So, who was it that let the cats in? Yeah, good question. Alright, back at the start. Ah, so they are regretting letting the cats in. Good. Sorted books. Ah, key, spring house. Okay, that's where the spring house is. Got it. Slay the Displacer Beast? Which one? I've slain like 3. Oh. Ah. Oh gee, I wonder where it is. Oh. The special Displacer Beast. Alright, I'm raging. Do I not have Dismiss Rage on my hotbar? Let me get that on my hotbar.
This large key is labeled Spring House. It seems someone was trying to hide it.
You good? Alright. Alright, so now I guess back to this crossroad. Alright. I still can't find this, huh? Nope.
The lush collection of potted plants suggests that this room is the conservatory.
Ooh, magic seeds. Keep away from sunlight and damp soil.
A note next to the sack of seeds reads, Slakeweed. Keep away from sunlight and damp soil.
Alright, where is... I need a rest. So if I were to say, you know, I'll leave that alone for now, I'll collect this fungus. So if I were to say, you know, plant some magic seeds on the ground.
You drop a few of the magic seeds on the ground. Huge weeds burst from the earth, and the thirsty plants quickly drain the moisture from the surrounding soil.
I see. Alrighty then. You torment me. What if... Can I find it as a halfling? No. Okay. Alright, worth a shot.
Water gushes up from the ground in one corner of the room, forming a large pool. This must be the Cascading Spring the house is named after.
Oh, here's the powder keg we need.
This large barrel is marked Flashboom Powder. in large letters. In even larger letters below are the words, "Keep away from open flame."
Alright, so now the thing we came in here for. Let's plant some magic seeds in the ground.
Towering weeds spring up the instant you cast the magic seeds on the ground. The twisting brambles suck up every drop of water nearby, leaving Cascading Springs dry as a bone.
You know, just ignore the little bit of water you can still see there. But, you know. Oh. Oh, I see why you would need the silence place. Okay. Hey. Okay, so there is a way to do it that doesn't end in combat. Good to know. Oh, wait.
The careless satyr swings his torch too close to the powder keg, which explodes in a shower of sparks. The partygoers turn to gawk at the spectacle. It's a simple task to remove the sign. The satyrs are still distracted by the recent fireworks. You deftly replace the cottage sign with the sign from the library.
Alright, I think we're about to end this. Alright, springs no longer flow. And we're no longer in the cottage. And now we're fighting.
Seething with anger, the master of the revels reluctantly agrees to leave. A deal's a deal, it's true. We'll leave you, but not doing the deal, as we can't with you to scratch on our way out. The revels have finally ended, and not in the way the satyrs expected.
Well, pardon us for being clever. Anyone else to fight up here? No? Good. Alright. Chunk of ferro crystal. Alright, what do we get? Slay living. Tempting. Ooh, but Constitution and Trip is probably better for us. So let's go for that one. Alright, where to next? Master of the Hunt, Huntus Duranda. A Hag, Brutal Beatrice. She's one of the ones from that quest we just did. Fallmire. Fallmire Woods. Yeah. She's one of the ones from housekeeping.
One of the hags notices your presence.
Would you look at that? More adventurers. I don't remember ordering food.
This one is on the opposite side of the map. Oh boy. I'm gonna cut to interesting things happening on the way there.
You spot a pattern in the wind-swept meadow. A living chessboard formed from the greenery itself.
Why? Ooh, Fountain of Wonder. Heavy gravity. Who are you?
A vast tree reaches upward to the sky. Yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots, slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Oh, I hear it. Where is it? Ah. Okay, so, oh, there's thistle down right here. Oh, okay. Roots of the Blessed Tree. Roots of the Blessed Tree. Stopping a corruption. Okay.
These root tunnels are full of life, yet something seems off. A sense of unease hangs in the air. Time to find the source of the corruption you've been asked to stop. An ugly red magic barrier blocks the way down to the tree's heart. A strange red light fills these root tunnels, draining away the life in them. The barrier flickers out as the first orb is destroyed. As the second orb shatters, that sense of unease you felt fades a little. The barrier collapses when the third orb is destroyed, lifting the sense of dread from this area.
I'll let this fight happen. Never mind, I'm not.
A second barrier blocks the path down. You expect there are more orbs powered. The stench of decay pervades this dead passage. The tunnel opens up into an underground cavern, and suddenly you hear a menacing snarl from the shadows. The displacer beast dies.
Ow,
Find
ow, ow,
a new
ow.
ground. Judging by the marks on the walls and floor, this collapsed tunnel is likely how the Fomorian got down into the roots of the tree.
North it is.
Blights pull themselves free from the root walls and attack.
No, the spider.
Your sense of dread and loss mounts as you explore this portion of the tunnels. final orb in the northern root tunnels destroyed, crackling sounds can be heard in the barrier. The root tunnel lurches suddenly as several blights form. The root tunnel ahead is nearly dead. It's begun to rot away in places.
I'll take that potion.
A shudder of relief runs through the tree's roots as the last orb in the northwest tunnel shatters. With the orbs gone, the second barrier collapses in on itself with an audible crackle. Corrupting magic pours down the corridor in palpable waves, draining life from the tree. The Fomorian bellows. Stop them, Voidfang! The Godia's tree ritual must not be interrupted. With a single magic word, the Fomorian snaps the barrier back into place. However, you notice a crack in the base of the barrier you can squeeze through. Here goes the Blight Master snarls. Back, vermin. You're not powerful enough to stop me from turning this into a Godia's. Here goes the Blight Master crumples to the ground, gasping. I was so close. The Fomorian is dead, and the ritual ended. All that's left is to tell the pixies it's safe to return to the blessed tree. A vast tree reaches upward to the sky, yet some form of corruption has gripped its roots, slowly twisting and transforming this ancient sentinel of the forest.
Tempting, I'll take it. Is it not this tree? Maybe it's a different tree I'm thinking of. Must be a different tree I'm thinking of. Okay. Alright. Alright.
Pixies have built a village among the boughs of this towering tree. The tiny creatures flit effortlessly from house to house. Fortunately for you, the branches form a ramp for the village's earthbound visitors.
Yeah. Alright, I think our quest is actually past this. Much farther past this. Let's use our feather fall to get there faster. Alright, Fallmire Woods, which looks to be the edge of the map.
Have you come for the hag? Asks the master of the hunt. The hunters report she don't let her prey use one of the portals. Use these banners to summon my huntsman. The hag will try to avoid the huntsman. That doesn't mean, though, they're invincible. Where would the sport be in that? Muses the master of the hunt. Each of my huntsmen are bound to the hunt, but when you remove their banner, you free them of their service. What they do with their freedom is your problem, not mine. The master of the hunt chuckles. If you like, you could defeat wild beasts out there to gather more lost banners, then use them to corral the hag towards me. In this gully, she will find true death at my hand.
Oh, this quest. okay. This is definitely something that'll be easier with more players. So now I'm incredibly nervous. Portals? Okay, Beatrice is on the map. So southeast, southwest, and northwest. We don't want her to escape through any of those. So...
The air nearby tingles with magic. It seems to be coming from up above. If you got to higher ground, you could look for the source of this disturbance.
Where did I put it? Where did it go?
Rubbing her hands.
Oh, Cadence will have my head. And here's some more darkness in the worms.
Okay. Okay, so I know what I'm looking for is probably a start back there. So I'm going to go back to that later. I want to secure these portals first. Fuck's sake. Alright, I think if we defeat this one... Crap, Beatrice is nearby. I want to focus getting to that portal. Okay. Next portal is that way. Come on. Okay, good. So northwest portal could be north of here somewhere. I don't have it marked on the map though. Yep, here it is. Alright, now I can go focus on finding what Beatrice is looking for. Which, if I remember right, was back at the start. I'm gonna make it up there, I think. I didn't bring the jump spell, so this is gonna be fun. Alright. Okay, Beatrice is still nearby somewhere. Ignore her unless she attacks. There she is. Never mind. She's right here. Alright, we're gonna... Alright, I think what we're looking for is over here somewhere. We failed the quick kill objective, by the way, so that's one bonus we're not getting. So it looks like it could be possible if you know where to go. I think it's over here somewhere, probably. Yes, definitely. No. Ah! Okay, this is the same energy as whenever I get a text or a phone call. Tingle. A missing note. Play an encore on the Archface loot. Push a frosted ceresis roots. Add the tuning to the flames. Yes. Alright, now we go find Beatrice. Oh, she's nearby. There she is. Chase her down.
Brimstone, leave me be! You don't will never catch me! Not you, and not the wild hunt! Brimstone, leave me be! Stop nipping at my heels! You don't will never catch me! Not you, and not the wild hunt!
The master of the hunt calls you in the distance. It seems you didn't need my help after all. Impressive! Come see me for your proper reward.
Man, if only I'd have been able to do that quickly. Oh well. Alright, I'm getting irritable. Alright, here we go.
Most impressive, laughs the master of the hunt. May this treasure serve you well in hunts to come. Today, you proved yourself a worthy hunter. And worthy prey.
Yeah. Hey, Ferro Crystal Light Mace. Bang, bang, destruction, maiming, and crystal. That will do for... Ooh, armor bonus +4, light resistance. I think I like that mace better. Holy smokes. So that'll do for our mace set, I think. Does that do better than what we've got right now? Just a little bit. Alright, that'll be our lead weapon for a bit. Alright, what do we get? Ooh. What do you have already? First spewing and keen? Okay, that's actually going to be better. Also, let Murray run faster. high enough level. What level is it? 5, and Murray, due to our double classing, is 4. I'll have to hold on to that for a level. Alright, that will have to do for today. I've got to go record the Trapper side now. In the meantime, have a good night. Thank you for watching. I'm going to stop this recording here. I think I'm about to lose connection.